and who we are today as a country, as a universe.
Congratulations, Reggie Jackson. You are CUBE alumni. Live from Silicon Valley, it's theCUBE, covering Google Cloud Next 17.
Hi, and welcome back to theCUBE's coverage of Google Next 2017. We're at the heart of Silicon Valley in our great studio in Palo Alto. We've got a team of reporters and analysts up in San Francisco with the 10,000 people attending really Google's enterprise show. It's got cloud, it's got G Suite, it's got a little bit of the devices. I'm happy to welcome back to the program someone we've had on many times, Nelson Nahum, the CEO of Zadara Storage, really a company that's in there understanding this cloud transition from kind of how the enterprise gets in, multi-cloud and all those pieces. Nelson, welcome back to the program.
Thank you, Stu. How are you?
All right, it's good. So, you and I, last time we talked, was at another cloud show, a little bigger cloud show, one that's been going on for a number of years, but let's start talking about Google. What's, we think a lot of progress over the last couple of years. I mean, Diane Green definitely has put her stamp on this company. Sure. A ton of people that have been brought in, many of them, those of us in the industry, we know these people, we've seen them grow these businesses, understand how to talk to the enterprise. So, what's your take on the show so far and how Google's doing as a company, and we'll get into how they are as a partner soon too.
This is our first Google Cloud show for us, for Zadara. We've been in, I think, since 2011 in Amazon reInvent. We like it. This is going very well. We have a lot of conversations. We saw that there are many customers looking to have multi-cloud strategy that actually work very well for us because we can provide storage that can be accessible at the same time concurrently from Amazon and from Google and Azure and others. Yeah. That's it's a good trend. I think most of the people we found, they are either already in Amazon and looking to expand to Google, or some on-premise to Google and so on.
Yeah, can you help unpack that multi-cloud bit a bit for us? So, maybe some of our audience might not know, you guys sit in some of those mega data centers like the Equinixes of the world, and direct connect to the public cloud. So it's I've got kind of my storage being Zadara, and there actually is physical storage there, and then that plugs in to the cloud resources. Of course, we know AWS is direct connect. Amazon has their equivalent, and Google has the same. So can you have it's a single solution that does it just get fibers to all three of them? Is there software that takes care of it? How does that work?
Great question. So we sit in Equinix data centers and with our cloud, and from there we in many cases we use Equinix Cloud Exchange, that is basically like a networking inside Equinix and can be connected to many different potential targets. So currently we are cross-connected to Amazon, Google, and Azure. So a customer of us can create a storage and mount with NFS or CIFS or block, and can mount the storage, especially if it is file storage that you can share data, can mount the same storage to virtual machines in Google and virtual machines in Amazon, and at the same time they see the same files. Right?
Yeah. And what's the use case? Why are they doing that? Is that for redundancy or certain features? There was a certain cloud outage a week ago. Your customers, riding through that, based on what they're doing?
The major cloud outage that Amazon had last week, S3, caused many people to rethink, I guess. Fortunately for us, all our customers that sit in our storage, it wasn't impacted because they sit in our storage and they don't use we don't use Amazon infrastructure, so they could continue.
No S3 for your customers, right?
Right. Yeah. So we are doing the block and the file storage for our customers. I think that what is important here is not the outage, but what is important is people start recognizing that you need to have the data in two locations in order to be safe. Right?
Yeah, it's people that have done architecture and understand infrastructure is, I need to be thoughtful as to how I architect things. So either I need to make sure I have the availability zones and the services and, can take care of that, or, perhaps even multi-cloud to be able to.
So multi-cloud, you're completely independent and one to each other. So we have already many customers using us and Amazon, and again, because our storage can be cross-connected to multiple clouds, it's very easy to access from virtual machines in any cloud at the same time. So people that are using that is either for a kind of disaster-tolerant solutions or more robust solution, as well in some cases for migration. I mean, each cloud provider has the places or the attributes that has you can run applications better in that particular cloud. So for example, Microsoft Azure, anything that is related to Windows, they are the best. And Oracle Cloud, if you run Oracle, probably is the best way to start. So I will say that the multi-cloud is not only the disaster recovery type, but people want to use the best cloud for the particular application they have, and they have multiple applications, so use multiple clouds.
I'm curious, do you get visibility as to, why your customers, choosing Google? Do you have customers that are, using Google that aren't using the other public clouds? Is it primarily your customers are using it as a secondary source? Any data you've got or anecdotes?
So we have two type of customers, the ones that are multi-cloud and the others that are going from on-premise to the cloud. As you know, we have an on-premise business, and we make it very easy from on-premise to move to the cloud. We just launched here in Google Cloud a service called Cloud Hydration, that basically we allow a customer to move the entire infrastructure from on-premise to the cloud with zero or minimal downtime. So we will ship all the storage to the on-premise facilities. The customer will pay per use. We will start doing replication to the cloud, or in some cases, if it is multiple petabytes, we will ship the equipment to the cloud. And in the meantime, we can do replication, and at the end, we can switch and fail over and continue. The customer can continue from the cloud.
So cloud hydration.
Cloud hydration. Yes.
Is that service, and does that support all the services?
So today we are doing this for many customers, and the good use case is when a customer want to move a lot of data to the cloud, but they don't want to have downtime.
Yeah.
Because the Amazon Snowball and all these boxes, you need to copy the data and then ship and then restore.
So it's not a truck that takes 3 months.
Exactly.
On your location.
This is what we do. We ship double amount of equipment to the customer, start doing the copy, and then half of it we ship to the cloud. We connect to the cloud and resume the connection, and all the time the customer continue to run. Okay, and at the last moment they do the failover. So it's minimum downtime, even if you need to ship 1 petabyte of storage.
I'm curious. We've been going through such tremendous changes in the storage industry. Do you guys sell to is it the storage person? Who do you sell to, and what's their mind? Where is their mind at when they think about storage today?
Yeah. We sell storage, so the storage person is the one that buys.
I said, a lot of people, if they're buying Google, if they're put in AWS services, the storage person, is a lot of time kind of shoved out of the mix. You're a little bit
shoved out of the mix until they have a problem that they need to bring back the storage.
Wait, are you saying that could be a problem?
So what happened is that, and this is, I think, how the cloud started. The cloud started, storage is just storage, until you start running real applications, and you need the performance, and you need the reliability, and so on. So this is why you need the storage guy to architect the solution, and this is where we come in. We actually act as a really good outsourcing team of storage experts to the customer, and we help them with this transition from on-premise to the cloud. In many cases, back and forth. The customer want to have a leg in the cloud, a leg on-premise, and move data easily back and forth.
So, Google made a good push at the show talking about building the ecosystem, how they want to work with partners. They had companies like PwC's all over the place, SAP, very strong partnership. How have you found it to work with Google? Any things you'd say to them as to how they can accelerate and move things faster to build up the ecosystem?
So far, our experience with Google was extremely good. Okay, the people are very dynamic. They have the Google dynamism that is very good, and for us it was really good to have a close relationship with the Google product managers and salespeople and so on. So we enjoy a really good relationship with Google Cloud.
All right. Well, Nelson, want to give you the final word. Things you've learned this week, any cool customer conversation you've had. Give us a final takeaway.
Yeah. So I guess my summary is that here in Google Cloud we have a big advantage because we have a NAS, NFS, CIFS with Active Directory integration and all the snapshot and capabilities that enterprise need. And that Google doesn't have a EFS type of functionality, and our functionality is actually higher than EFS. So this is what we are talking to customers here in Google Cloud. Anybody that needs NFS and CIFS and NAS and multi-cloud and on-premise to the cloud, they talk to us and we are ready to go.
All right, well, Nelson, Nahum, really appreciate you coming to the studio here to share what's happening at the Google event. Be sure to check out wikibon.com for all of our cloud research, and of course, siliconangle.tv to see all the shows we're going to be at, as well as the replays from this, lots of other cloud infrastructure, IoT, and big data shows. We'll be back with lots more coverage here. Day 2 of 2, covering Google Cloud from the SiliconANGLE Media Studio in Palo Alto. You're watching theCUBE.